hi friends. Turns out, hi. Welcome to Anime Thursday. Also, day 2 of ReactorCon. So, I realized as I was reviewing my ReactorCon schedule that there was basically, not an edit issue, but, a mistype. What's the word? A faux pas? Whatever. On the Your Lie in April. Obviously, we're not in season 2, and we're on episodes 6 and 7. So, I'm in episode... So, One Punch Man is technically 1 episode ahead in my schedule. Also, by now, 2 announcements have been made. The anime that will be following One Punch Man will be Assassination Classroom, or Assassin Classroom, right? Or is it Assassination Classroom? Whatever. I'll get it right by the time I watch it. That's following One Punch Man, and I'm going to hold off on this reaction because we have we have a ton more episodes to get to in terms of Your Lie in April. We have at least another 1.5 of the season left to go, whereas One Punch Man's almost over. But I figured by now I should already just announce it. I was like, nah, whatever, I'll announce it. So, the anime that for Anime Thursday that will be following Your Lie in April will be Violet Evergarden. So, that's going to be a lot of fun. My brother said it was a really beautiful animation also. So, I was like, well, I gotta do this. So, it's going to be so much fun. Of course, keep in mind that on Friday, yes, on Friday itself, the reaction to the anime movie Your Name. I don't really do movies, but I will be doing a movie this time. Will be posted on Friday around the afternoon, I believe. And that one is going to be, the format of it's going to be a lot like the episodes, where the episode on YouTube, it will be no sound, there will be partial image. I might throw in a couple of images here and there. I don't know, depends on how the anime goes. I'll also try not to be pausing at all throughout that, which I try not to do for the anime, but on Brufruit will be the full reaction that you watch for free. And if you can get Brufruit, then you can go watch that reaction of me watching that movie. Very, very fun. Anyway, that's to look forward to, but again, I figured, well, by now the announcement on the community channel has been posted, so I can say in this video. We're about to dive into episode 6 of Your Lie in April, called On the Way Home. Now, last episode was Gray Skies. Got a little bit into Kusai's, childhood. We obviously have established Kaori is sick, and she's probably been so for a while. And also that Tsubaki totally, for some reason, she can't really understand it. She's into Kusai, he's not really into her. And she kind of was like, well, to be honest, if this guy who was on the baseball team with us had, shown interest to me earlier last year, I would have been all over it. But something has changed for her. And so she is becoming like the best friend who's in love with the best friend, which actually, we might call that a little bit of a trope, but it does happen in real life. And sometimes it's like passing shifts. Sometimes one person has feelings, the other person doesn't. Sometimes it reverses, like the person's like, oh, their feelings are gone, but the other person's feelings have arisen or returned or whatever. And sometimes it's never really a thing. But these characters are so much fun. The animation is gorgeous, and yeah, absolutely love it. But now Kaori has challenged Kusai for her birthday present. He has to enroll in a piano competition. And of course, I think that's where we're going to be introduced to our blonde boy and our dark-haired, black-haired girl. There are going to be competitors in this. And Kusu's going to work through some of his issues. And I don't know, I love this anime, and I love the characters, and love the story writing, and there's a reason people love this anime too. Anyway, without further ado, let's dive right in. Remember, on YouTube, there will be, if you want to do a follow along, there's going to be a countdown. You really can't miss it. So you can queue up and kind of watch the episodes, kind of listen to it and watch at the same time that I'm playing it. Sometimes there's a halfway point, so I'll pause and I'll stick with time. If I pause, I'll let you know. I try not to anymore. Also, at the same time, on YouTube, just to keep the copyright monsters at bay, I cut out the sound and I cut out partial I cut out part of the screen. Pretty much only use the bottom half so you can see the subtitles, so you can kind of know where I am in the episode. That's just to keep, again, the copyright monsters at bay. And it actually is working. But if you want to see the full version, you can click the link below. And yeah, if you get access to the version, then there's a reason I'm doing it. Then you can watch the full reaction for free. I ain't charging nobody nothing. Why? Because it ain't right to charge people for something I didn't make. Anyway, without further ado, let's dive in. Oh, is this after they jumped off the bridge? She's just a crybaby. Oh, maybe. Oh my gosh, her. What? Oh, even when she was little. His mom actually scares her too. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, this is so sad. I love this intro so much. I like how all four of them went to school together, but he just never noticed her until the moment he met her. I love the fact that it's a duet. This song is so much fun. I can't wait to see what this song will be in the second half of the season. Gosh, such a fun song. Love it. I love how when they're dancing, Kusa and Kaori spin, but they spin in opposite directions, kind of. Like they're going the same direction, but the revolutions or rotations are different. This is such a fun song that obviously it kind of talks about that, okay, so this season is going to be really, really fun. Oh, she's at his house. Oh! She's wearing his clothes. Oh dear. This went badly. This is awkward. It's a very... I would... What would you call that? I would call it a nice house. Very sizable. It's been in there a while. Very, very dusty. Ooh, look how it's drawn. Clean the dust off of it. Oh! I know! She in her underwear? And she is so mad from that night. Better than none at all. So he, oh my gosh. Hmm. Which she has before. I know. I love her. Snoopy. Hey, sometimes the best people to quote is like Snoopy or Pooh Bear. How are you going to play? I like how they're all drawn away from their practice to focus on what's going on here. Want to play? Die. That was from last night. Hmm. That's what she means by you two. I was wondering about that. Hmm. Ah, it's his mom. I like how his mom's been able to identify it now. Because of how... That's so cool. Hmm. I love that. Dang, I'm really... Basically, she wants him to visualize a scene from the music. She wants him to visualize a scenario, an image, a moment. Something that breathes life into the music. She's so sweet to be his cheerleader like this. And his coach. And kind of intense and scary. And he's so darn in love with her. Look at that. He's so cute. Only when she's sleeping. As long as she's quiet. She gets quite devilish, doesn't she? Hmm. Sometimes when you're playing a piece, it's not enough to play the song. Sometimes you have to visualize a scene. Like if you're playing a love song, maybe you have to visualize a romantic scenario, a moment when you've been in love, or someone you want to profess your love to. Hmm. He's kind of have to a little bit. Keep forgetting they're only 14. Sometimes they're so their age, and sometimes they're so beyond that. And sometimes around that age, you have those moments. Hmm. It's a good question. Yeah, but he's in love with her. Hmm. This relationship is interesting. She's going the other way. Why? Maybe to the hospital or something else? Honey, don't stop on the train tracks. Oh god, she's off the train tracks. I was like, don't stop there. Hmm. Interesting use of the train there. She must have run back to the school then. Not home. He's still terrible. Who do I want to play for? That window, man. How are they allowed to still be at the school after dark like this without a teacher? Unless they have a key, but there must be a professor there. Ooh, interesting question. You're suffering. Subuki's a little sad too. She's suffering kind of her own way. Yeah. Like a relationship with a person. Yeah. Sometimes there are moments like that. And I pretend, oh. That's why she was so apologetic earlier. I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. And then she couldn't, turn around. That's why she was crying earlier. Sometimes she's so, like, deep and emotional and a little intense. And sometimes she's like, All that dust. That's not good. I like how big the tears are sometimes. They're big and just like, blah. He's thanking her for his suffering. Yeah. On my body. Those two are so poetic. Came into color. Oh gosh. You stink. Yeah, he does. The girl that my best friend likes. I'm still wondering why they're allowed to be in the school in the middle of the night. Yeah. What are you, big goober? A lot of people, different people's reactions. That's cute. He still sucks. Yeah. Where are you in all this? I like that. He hasn't found his image yet. He hasn't found the thing that breathes life into the music. No, he's gotta get out of his head. Like you. It's so funny. She wants him to get... She's right, you'll suffocate. Yeah. You need the sun, you need to breathe, you need to be a person, get out of your head. Because sometimes even that could be the inspiration that breathes life into what you do. Pay attention, girl. Tsubaki, pay attention. Ooh, honey. Come on, honey. Get it. Come on. Yeah! Cool. She's spending her entire day talking about Kusei. He understands. He's clued on to. Go, girl! Come on. Oh, jealousy is itching at her. She's been there with him through pretty much everything he's gone through. And now some usurpers popped in and kind of. She's losing sight. Honey. Ooh. She's not touching the base. Out. Aw, honey bun. Whew, poor Tsubaki. That girl. No. It's Kusai. Aww. P5 feels bad for her game. Kicked her in the shin. He did this on purpose. Oh! He knows that she hurt herself. That's what. Very, very, yes. He's very observant sometimes. Poor girl. But for her, this one time she has to. He's such a sweetheart. There's so much going on in this episode. I love it. So you are glad. When they were tiny themselves. Took a few years for it to do happen. Oh, she's crying. Oh, she's finally unleashing it all. Oh, now she gets to cry. She lost the game. I like how her thoughts are so poetic, but she's just like, we just thought my ankle hurts and I'm blah. And now she's seeing color in a new way. Even though she's just like crying and ugly tears and snotty and just, she's just very aware of what's going on around here. And that's true sometimes, even when you're just like bawling your eyes out and upset, you can be very hyper aware of what's going on around you too. The flag name? Yeah, really? She's really, really good. She sounds amazing. Kusai still sounds terrible. They're after revenge with him. Oh no. Wow, this episode was so amazing. There were so many elements. It's hard for me to wrap my head around. Of course, beautiful animation. I love how the animation speaks without speaking. You know, uses its timing. It's very, and I said this before, like a great music piece. It is very opus. It is very beautifully paced out, like a good song. There are moments where it takes your breath away. There's moments where you can breathe again. And of course, there are really fun moments like that at the end. They're just like, I get you hyped up. Yeah, they're ready though. Now, I know Watery's in the thumbnail for the next episode, so maybe we're going to get more about Watery a little bit and his relationship. I feel so bad for Tsubuki. But I like her resolve. She's like, you know what? Screw it. Forget about stupid music and words. We have history. We have the love that we've grown, like the friendship we've had, the actual real love that they do have for each other. It's there. It's super sweet. I still think, he does truly deeply love her, but I think it's very clear he is kind of in love with Kaori. But, I don't know. It's a different kind of love I think he has for Tsubuki. But what I love about I love this show so much. Alright, anyway, let's talk about the episode, shall we? What a sweet, wonderful, beautiful episode. Absolutely loved it. What a good time. Gorgeous animation, great writing, so many elements. We got to focus on Tsubuki, but also a little bit in the relationship between Kaori and Kusai, and how Kaori's kind of like shaking him off the dust and kind of helping him live again and making him kind of aware of things he hasn't been aware of and seeing the world in ways he hadn't maybe ever seen before. But he still sucks. His playing's still so bad. Like, hers is beautiful, like that playing, but his is still terrible. It's so bad. I like how they're both just, and the two characters are just like, revenge. 14-year-olds getting revenge. Oh, they're so intense. Oh my gosh. Oh. Absolutely love it. I love this animation so much. I love the animation. I love the anime. Storyline is fun. The elements are very beautiful. No one is getting pushed out of one scene or another. Every character is getting the attention that they need for the storyline. There are moments that feel quite random, but that's because it's true to life. But at the same time, they're really not. It helps really tie in the story together. Obviously, the older guy, he totally, she's into Kusa. He's not stupid. He's just like, Yeah, she's into him. She's talking about him all the time. He knows. He knows. But he's still very sweet with her and very respectful because he does like her respectfully. But I like how I was really confused at that moment where he just like we're looking at his face and he had that bag and then he kind of just like taps and she like screams because she hurt her ankle and he knows. He's just like, yeah. But she was so upset and focused on their relationship that she didn't stop at third base like she should have. And pushed it a little too. She probably, like, all the way getting to third was fine, but she tried to steal. She didn't touch the base. She didn't get it. She got out. They lost the game, and she's super upset. But then, I love that moment where she's, like, whining and crying, but then she's also gripping it and has that kind of more peaceful inner dialogue. And there are moments when you're upset and you're angry and you're just yelling things, but you also are hyper aware of certain things that are going on around you in terms of emotional. And looking back, of course, in some ways she's kind of looking back a little bit on what happened. But I love those moments where there's some things that he said, but some things that he's in his head. Yeah, I like this anime. It's very, very cute. I really enjoy it. It's very sweet. That's what I try to do with Anime Thursdays, trying to find some sweet ones or some goofy ones. Yeah. Anyway, this was a great episode. And again, thank you for watching, of course. This was officially the start of day 2 of ReactorCon 2020. If you're watching this video, this is when it was first published. And of course, expect episode 7 coming next a little bit later on today for under ReactorCon. And of course, keep an eye out for Stargirl and One-on-One episode 19. But thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends, share with your enemies, and I'll see you next time.